Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to MaxSpeedTV. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. My name is KR Stolfus, and we are here at Eldora Speedway with the American iRacing League.com. These guys getting ready to bring you the Joker's Wild, meaning this is ARL's version of the King's Royal. So, a little bit of play on words, a little bit of a throwback to one of the great dirt track races here in America. This is the American iRacing League, so they wanted to do something a little bit different. So, we're getting ready to jump into qualifying. The track is currently under a yellow/red flag condition as the drivers get their instructions about how tonight is going to work. Once again, I want to thank everybody for being here. Thank you very much for joining us here on MaxSpeedTV. And while we have a moment, we'll do a quick rundown on the points coming into tonight's race. Mitch Beaver is your current points leader, 742 points. And Derek Layton's got 740. That is your Team AA. I'd like to call them Admins Anonymous. Those two guys are American iRacing League admins. They work very hard on this league, and they would love for everyone to come out and join them. There's a little bit of money on the line tonight. I believe they're paying $25 to win this race. A little bit of a big payout for some iRacing racing here. As we got one car, two cars out on the track, three cars, green flag in the air for this qualifying session. We are watching the number 11 of Lyle Johnson getting ready to log his first lap here. Also out on track, 555 of Brad Spittle. Brad Slidell. He's out there getting on that loud pedal. Jeremy Rollins out there as well. And Mitch Beaver, as I was saying, your current points leader. 4 cars out on track. 4 guys turn into lap times. Currently, Brad in the 555 machine is on pole with your quick time. Brad so far, quick time of a 14.250, 14.250. Good enough for pole out of this group. Very early in this session, that is the first qualifying group, so not sure how well his time is going to hold up. But it should be good. Should be a very fast time. And now we got another set of cars forming up to roll out. Group qualifying session here. Sitting in third in points is Wesley Rudebush. Wesley Rudebush, who I have not seen in the session yet. He still has time to make it. Hopefully he can. He's currently third in points. Julian Inman, fourth in points. And rounding out your top 5 in points is Michael Sheridan. And all those points are coming into tonight's event. Here we see James Roseberry headed out on the track. Tim Smith in the 38. Noah Denslow in the 19 machine. And Andy Patton. Those are our 4 cars in this group. Green flag in the air once again for this session. Watching Tim Smith here running that bottom line to set a good quick time here. And he does. He goes right up to the top of the charts, 14.179, 14.179. Andy Patton currently scored third with a 14.397. James Roseberry will be fifth. And Noah Denslow holding on to 7th quickest right now. sounds like cars are shutting it down now. So there's Noah Denslow, currently scored 7th, but out of this group, Tim Smith with the fast time so far with a 14.100. All right, next group rolling out here right now. Sam Lucas and Ray Farlow, part of that Farlow Motorsports team. Michael Sheridan, UWU Motorsports. We got 2 teams here well represented, Farlow Motorsports and UWU Motorsports. It's going to be a great battle between those 2 teams all night tonight, so be watching those guys. And Tyler Carver, he was our points leader, and then he ended up missing a few races, but he's back out here. Tyler Carver sitting 6th in points, despite having missed a few weeks. Looking to gain some ground on that points lead once again tonight. And Tyler Carver puts it up on 2nd place with a 14.187. Ray Farlow currently in 4th. Now dropped down to 5th as Michael Sheridan's going to be scored 3rd. And Sam Lokeson is 7th. So far, your qualifying order is Tyler Carver putting it on pole there. Missed that at the last second at 14.097. 14.097 for Carver. Tim Smith is a 14.100. Michael Sheridan, 14.208. Brad Speidel with a 14.250. And Ray Farlow rounding out your top 5 so far with a 14.295. Now we got another group of cars rolling out right now. Chris Brenner, another UWU Motorsports driver. Bruce Jones right behind him. That is a Farlow Motorsports driver. So gonna see some great lap times out of this group. And there is Team AA, Team Admins Anonymous, the 32U of Derek Layton. Derek Layton coming around there. First lap good enough for 7th. Robert Satterfield running a snap-on scheme from the Carolinas. Robert currently scored in 15th. Bruce Jones, he's in 10th, and as I say that, jumps right up to 7th. So Bruce Jones getting in a very good lap time here. Chris Brenner currently scored 4th. Brenner running a black and green UWU Motorsports paint scheme there. So Chris Brenner fastest in this group, good enough for 3rd, and Bruce Jones second fastest in this group, going to be scored 7th. But now we have the final Farlow Motorsports driver out here tonight, Ryan Pace. Be watching Ryan Pace to challenge for this quick time from Tyler Carver. All right, Ryan Pace getting on the throttle here. Braden Shepard out there as well. Braden Shepard in the 43 machine. Very sharp looking car. This is just a 2-car group right here. And Ryan Pace put it up in 5th spot on his opening lap, but digging for more time here. Let's see if he can advance any. Got a 14.227 as his best lap. Running that bottom line coming out of turn 4. And unable to... Oh, he does improve with a 14.170. Good enough for one spot. Scored 4th place there. And Braden Shepard down in 16th spot. So those were your 2 drivers in this session. So just 4 more cars to go that are sitting in the pits. So far, these guys out here turning qualifying lap times very, very close. Lots of people in the 14-second bracket. Almost, I should say, everyone is in the 14-second bracket. Tyler Carver, your fastest lap time of a 14.097. Lyle Johnson currently in 18th, the last car to qualify, with a 14.704. And it looks like the 4 drivers that haven't turned a lap time yet in qualifying were too late to register for qualifying. So hopefully they'll be able to slot in somewhere in the heat races. So we'll be watching those guys to come through the field. So 18 cars took a qualifying time. As I said, Tyler Carver is on pole with a 14.097. Tim Smith second. Chris Brenner third. And then those 2 drivers are UW Motorsports. And then in 4th place is Ryan Union Buster Pace, because he has split up the UWU, locking 4 out of 5 in the top 5, because behind Ryan Pace is Michael Sheridan in 5th and Brad Speidel in 6th. And those 2 drivers also part of UW Motorsports. Then we have 7th of Ray Farlow, 8th Bruce Jones. Those 2 guys are your Farlow Motorsports driver. So, you know, the 2 teams I'm talking a lot about so far, they're running in the top 8. And the only ones that we don't have a team for inside the top 8 is Tyler Carver. He is a one-man wrecking crew. He's out there all by himself. This guy, he don't need no teammates. He can get it done on his own. 9th place, Andy Patton. And 10th, part of that Team AA, is Derek Layton, Admins Anonymous. 11th place is Sam Locason. 12th, Jeremy Rollins. 13th, James Roseberry. 14th is Mitch Beaver, another Team AA. Noah Denslow in the 15. Braden Shepard, 16th. Robert Satterfield, 17th. And the final car in qualifying here, Lyle Johnson, scored 18th place. So that looks like that's going to do it for qualifying. We'll have our heat races coming up as soon as the race control gets everyone situated. Now, while we wait for that, we can go through some of our sponsors here. SimSpeedShop.com has an excellent assortment of button boxes, and we appreciate all that Sim Speed Shop does here for us at MaxSpeedTV. Also, check out HREMotorsports.com. You can also find them on Facebook. Speaking of Facebook, check out Elite 7 Racing. Look them up on Facebook as well. And Virtual to Reality TV. Man, I'll tell you what, we here at MaxSpeedTV appreciate all the sponsors we get. If you are interested in sponsoring a league or a broadcast, just reach out to MaxSpeedTV. We have several packages to choose from, and we can get you in contact with a league if that's something more that you are after. So now that the bills have been paid, let's move on to some heat races. Rumor has it we have 3 heat races, 6 cars in each heat, 3 advance to the A, and then 3 onto the consolation. So it's going to be an interesting night tonight. Hopefully everyone will be able to make the show. I don't see a reason why not. We don't have more than 24 cars, I believe. As cars are starting to form up now at the end of pit lane. Watching Tyler Carver work through the track here, the drivers onto into pit road. So Tyler Carver going to be your pole sitter for this one. Outside of him, Ryan Pace. Then Ray Farlow. Well, Ray Farlow's a little too close to see him. Derek Layton, James Roseberry, and Braden Shepard. Those are your drivers in heat race number 1. Green flag in the air. Tyler Carver getting a great start over Ryan Pace, but Ryan Pace not letting him get too far away. Ryan Pace all over the backside of Tyler Carver like a fingerprint smudge on your eye spectacles. Ryan Pace not letting Carver get any separation from him as we go on board with a great nose cam of Ryan Pace's car. You can see just how close he's getting. Now he's worked to the inside. Can he make it stick coming out of turn 4? Losing a little bit of ground there. Carver able to get a great run on that high side. Ryan Pace almost had him. Gonna try once again. Looks like Pace is faster through 1 and 2. Carver might have something in 3 and 4 figured out. This time Pace goes to the high side. Great run for Pace, but not able to do anything with it. Gonna try coming out down low. Ooh, Carver shutting the door. Pace checking up. No contact made. Both drivers keep going. Meanwhile, in third, Ray Farlow. Watching these two go at it. Derek Layton sitting in 4th. Final transfer spot being held by Ray Farlow. Sitting in 3rd place right now. James Roseberry and Braden Shepard bringing up the back of this heat race. These guys running a clean race here. They'll still make the A, just got to get through your heat race. But back up front, it's all Tyler Carver right now and Ryan Pace. Carver leading another lap. Looks like Ryan Pace starting to lose a little ground to Carver now. And that inside line starting to wear in a little bit. And you can see the corner entries starting to blow off some too. The Pace right there once again trying to get around Carver. Getting a wheel up to him, but not much more than that. And that looks like that is going to do it. Checkered flag for heat race number 1. 3 drivers advanced: Tyler Carver, Ryan Pace, Ray Farlow. The 3 onto the consolation of Derek Layton, James Roseberry, and Braden Shepard. So heat 1 winner, Tyler Carver. Ryan Pace bailed a little bit early, but that's all right. Derek Layton, first car of this group to move on to the consolation. Braden Shepard in the 10 machine and the 43, or sorry, James Roseberry in the 10 and the 43 of Braden Shepard. So, track cleared off. We go a yellow flag for heat number 2. All right, heat race number 2 starting to form up now. Tim Smith will be your pole sitter, followed by Michael Sheridan, then Bruce Jones, Sam Lokeson, and Mitch Beaver. Robert Satterfield, these guys all look like they are lining up for this heat race number 2. There we go, starting to roll out now. Tim Smith, Michael Sheridan, UW locking out the front row of this thing. But then Bruce Jones in the 17 machine, second row inside. Sam Lokeson on the outside of him, and then Mitch Beaver, Team AA, and Robert Satterfield. That's going to make up this heat race. Green flag in the air. Tim Smith running that bottom line. Michael Sheridan on that high side, getting a great run on the high side. Going to get out in front of Smith here. But Smith going to battle back, not letting him get away. Smith now tucking in. Bruce Jones got a little sideways going into turn 1 on that initial start and has allowed Sam Lokeson to get up underneath. Now he's fighting in heavy battle for the final transfer spot. Bruce Jones going to make that outside work there and get around Sam. Now he's got to set his sights on the front runners. I apologize. I was choking myself to death. Good times, good times. Michael Sheridan out front of this event. Looks like he's starting to get a little bit of a gap over Tim Smith. Tim trying that high side now. He's following in the tire tracks of Michael Sheridan as we go on board with Tim Smith with our nose cam here. You can see that left front control arm working a little bit there. Michael Sheridan out front of this thing. Tim Smith in second. Bruce Jones currently third. Sam Lokeson fourth. Mitch Beaver fifth. And Robert Satterfield bringing up the rear of this event. Heat racing for the Jokers Wild. Heat race number 2 is we got Tim Smith in trouble here. Gonna keep it going, but losing a lot of ground. No yellow. Lost ground there. Out of the transfer. Now he's got to get caught back up. So Bruce Jones gonna be in second. Sam Lokeson third. So these guys have made the A main. That looks like that's gonna do it. Checkered flag in the air. Tim Smith had a great run on Sheridan, but nowhere to go with it and put it in the wall. So put Michael Sheridan your race winner, Bruce Jones second, Sam Lokeson third, Tim Smith fourth, Mitch Beaver fifth, and sixth place was Robert Satterfield. So another heat race in the books here for the Jokers Wild on the American iRacing League. Once again, my name is KR Stolfus. If you don't know how it's spelled, there it is, bottom right corner. Sometimes I even forget how it's spelled. Thank you for joining me tonight. Coming up next is our final heat race number 3. These guys are starting to form up at pit exit. Chris Brenner will be on pole for this, along with Brad Spidell. Slidell. Those will be your front row. Another UW Motorsports front row. Andy Patton as well will be out there. Jeremy Rollins, Noah Denslow, and Lyle Johnson. Alright, here we go, folks. Be ready for this one. It's going to be a heck of a show now. Track's starting to get slicked off. And Chris Brenner gets on the loud pedal. Green flag in the air. Here we go. Heat race number 3. And Brenner gets a great start over his teammate, the 555 of Brad Speidel. Meanwhile, things for the transfer spot looking very, very intense. 4-car battle for 3rd spot here. The 80 machine of Andy Patton all over the backside of the 19 of Noah Denslow. Ooh, slide job. Noah just ekes through the 15, is in trouble here. Jeremy Rollins in the wall. Heavy damage to the front end of his car. It looks like the yellow flag has been thrown. Jeremy Rollins in the 15 here. The 90 of Andy Patton threw a slide job on Noah Denslow. Noah had none of it. Squeaked by on the outside. Made a little bit of contact. And that contact sent Andy Patton down into Jeremy Rollins. So Jeremy going to hang out there and do what he can. So your top 3 right now: Chris Brenner, Brad Speidel, and the 19 machine of Noah Denslow. So here we go, guys, starting to bunch up. Green flag in the flagman's hand. There we go, green flag out once again. Chris Brenner getting a great start. Noah Denslow holding on to this final transfer spot. Andy Patton doing all he can to get by him. We're going to watch these guys here. Up front, Chris Brenner walking away with this one. Got a bit of a gap over his teammate Brad Speidel. However, Brad Speidel has an even bigger gap over 3rd place, Noah Denslow. So these two drivers way out front, solidly in the A-main, can coast on easy from here. Brenner leading all the laps so far in this heat race. And Lyle Johnson still has Andy Patton in his sights. Noah Denslow hasn't gotten too far away. Nobody really sitting comfortably here in the final transfer spot. And that is gonna do it. Checkered flag in the air. Chris Brenner, heat race number 3 winner. Brad Speidel in 2nd. Noah Denslow, final transfer spot in the A, is 3rd. Andy Patton in the 80 machine. Lyle Johnson and Jeremy Rollins will round out this field. Alright, guys, if you will please join me in our tradition here at MaxSpeedTV of playing the national anthem.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, Please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The B main is coming up next. 15 laps. Everyone will transfer in this B main. They are just waiting to figure out where they will start for the main event. Some notable people here in this B main. Tim Smith. He was dominating, or I shouldn't say dominating, but in the A main transfer spot, running second, got into some trouble there, and ended up crashing and dropping out of a transfer position. Andy Patton in the 80 machine, he also is going to be one to watch, fighting tooth and nail there for the final transfer spot, but just fell a little bit short. Derek Clayton out there as well. Team AA. Jeremy Rollins, who we saw in that final heat race, get some damage, but it looks like they got it straightened out. So hopefully this will go a little bit better for him. Lyle Johnson out there. Robert Satterfield. It looks like we might be going green here, so we better get ready for that. Derek Layton. Field looks formed up. Green flag in the air. Here we go. B main underway for 15 laps. Everyone will make it. This just determines where they're going to start. Mitch Beaver, aggressive slide job there. Everyone keeps going. Wow, not sure how they got through that one, but Mitch making a little bit of contact. 8 tires is better than 4, and he just proved that. Andy Patton hanging on in this B main. Great fight for 4th spot here. Robert Satterfield in the 28, fighting with Jeremy Rollins here in the back. Ooh, and we got 2 in trouble. Braden Shepard and Mitch Beaver, it looks like big time trouble. Mitch Beaver, Braden Shepard fighting it out here. Beaver squirrely coming out of the corner. Shepard with nowhere to go, just got caught up in that little bit of a mess with Brandon Shepard. Heavy damage to Mitch's car. Looks like Shepard might be able to keep going. Beaver, not sure what. I don't even think he knows what state he's in right now. He has taken the tow, so. Oh, while we were talking, we have gone back green. Do we have another yellow again? Or did we just never go? I'm confused. I'm confused. Oh, I didn't hit the live button. That's me. I smart. SMRT. Now we're green. Derek Layton in second place here. Tim Smith got around him. Gonna be pulling away here out of this B main. Meanwhile, Andy Patton running just above that little slick spot that is starting to form down low. And you can see the turn entry here at 3 and 4 is really blowing its cover. James Roseberry trying to catch up to Derek Layton. But right now it is all Tim Smith out front. As we go on aboard, looking over his shoulder. Smith looks a little dirty. Might need to wash his uniform. Working that wheel. Running the high side here through 3 and 4. Get a great shot of that. Or sorry, that's 1 and 2. Hey, I can count. Now down low through 3 and 4. Ooh, I thought we were getting ready to see another incident as the 11 of Lyle Johnson got all crossed up, but he managed to gather it back up. Robert Satterfield holding on. And Andy Patton in trouble. And you can see it's gotten slick on corner exit here. And drivers spinning the tires, looking for grip, trying to get going. Coming out of corner exit. Patton just tags the inside wall. Big time trouble. Lyle Johnson collected as well. So these guys, laps are winding down here in this B main. Currently have 6 cars out there. It's like Lyle Johnson did have to pit for his damage. And we're getting ready to go green flag racing once again. There it is in the air. Tim Smith getting a good jump over Derek Layton. Tim Smith, Derek Layton, and the 10 machine of James Roseberry. Those are your top 3 in this B main. Behind James Roseberry, the 28 machine of Robert Satterfield. Then 15 of Jeremy Rollins. Behind Jeremy is Andy Patton. Andy able to get a tow and fast repair and all that other stuff and get back out there, but having to start at the back of this. And that's going to do it. Tim Smith shutting it down, checkered flag in the air. So Tim Smith winning the B main here tonight. Derek Layton second. The 10 machine of James Roseberry. 28 of Robert Satterfield. 15 of Jeremy Rollins. And then Andy Patton, the 80 machine, bringing up this final group. Lyle Johnson crashed out of this, along with Braden Shepard and Mitch Beaver. So everyone still gets to make the A, but those guys will be starting shotgun on the field. Get a good look at these guys. A lot of work goes into some of these paint schemes. You know, a lot of time spent, hours upon hours, just meticulously lining everything up. So, good shot there of, you know, some people's work. So now, while we wait for the drivers to receive instructions for the A main, the main event, we're doing 30 laps of green flag racing out here. Well, hopefully 30. But what you'll see is 33 laps registered, but they're going to take about 3 laps to get officially lined up. And then we'll throw the green for real. So they'll take the iRacing grid, idle around. iRacing will throw the green flag, but the drivers will not take off. They'll spend a little time idling around, get lined up according to how race control wants them lined up. And once they are all lined up, green flag will be thrown once again. So as the red flag descends on this A main lineup that's getting ready to happen, we're going to take just a moment to once again thank all of our sponsors here at MaxSpeedTV, and also want to thank American iRacing League for reaching out and saying, hey, MaxSpeedTV, we like what you do. You want to broadcast our race? I was all like, sure, man, that'd be great. So if you would like someone like me to broadcast a race that you're in, or maybe have a league that you're running, feel free to hit us up. We have multiple broadcasters and would love to do that for you. And reach out to us through Facebook at MaxSpeedTV, or also contact us through email, which you can find on our YouTube page, MaxSpeedTV. All kinds of ways to get a hold of us. It's a good time, good time. So as the drivers get the instructions and race control figures out the actual lineup, we're going to sit here and chill and just take a quick tour around the track as we get these wonderful camera views. It looks like the gridding for the A main is starting up right now. Hopefully everyone remembers to put in enough fuel to make it. That would be embarrassing. Run out of fuel here at the Joker's Wild. Here at Eldora, the Big E. So, field's starting to form up now. Like I said, they're going to run around, turn a few laps behind the pace truck. Pace truck will pull off. Race control will keep the field at pace speed, and then start lining everyone up that way. So going through the grid is going to be a little difficult. Brandon Miller, you're going to be getting your computer and stuff on Thursday? Well, heck yeah, we hope to see you out here, man. This league is a great league to join if you're interested in joining a 360 winged sprint car league. You can sign up for the league at AmericanIRacingLeague.com, or you can find them through the league tab once you do have iRacing up and running. So as we wait here, won't be too much longer before these guys start to pull off. Start rolling, and there we go. Things are switching over now. We're gonna be getting this Joker's Wild event underway. I'm excited for this night's race. Fireworks are going off. Pyrotechnics are going off. Oh my goodness. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Get a good shot of these cars as they come rolling through. Tyler Carver gonna be your pole sitter for sure. I believe he won his heat race. I know it was so long ago. I've blinked a few times since then, but I believe he won his heat race, so he will be your pole sitter. Lights are out on the pace truck, so they're gonna pull that thing off the track. Race control will set up the field, and then we'll go racing for real, guys. I hope everyone's ready. Looks like we already have some confusion out here. Ray Farlow there as we get a shot of him in the Farlow Motorsports. Alright, we'll go through this field as they line up. Tyler Carver front row, Michael Sheridan sharing that with him, Chris Brenner. Those three were your heat race winners. Ryan Pace, Bruce Jones, Brad Speidel, and Ray Farlow, and Tim Smith, Sam Locuson, Andy Patton, James Roseberry in the 10, got a few more cars to go through before they get everyone lined up. Alright guys, we got some great racing getting ready to head your way. Tyler Carver in control of this field. And here we go, green flag in the air. Carver getting a great jump over Michael Sheridan. Chris Brenner sitting in third now. Ryan Pace in fourth. Pace diving to the inside there. Trying to get a run on Brenner, not able to make it work this time around. Now he's going to the high side. Not a cars back here in the back. Mitch Beaver, Team AA. Oh, and Derek Layton in trouble. Derek Layton in trouble, and I'm going to get a replay. Derek Layton got a little help there, it looked like. Not quite able to catch the car. Oh, and then the 11 machine gets in trouble in front of him. Mitch Beaver, teammates, Team AA taking themselves out. Derek Layton, Mitch Beaver got some damage there. So we're under yellow out here. Lap 7 of 33, our first caution of the night. So far, Tyler Carver has led every lap, led all 6 laps so far. looking out the back of Tyler Carver's car at the rest of this field here. Looks like the lights are out on the pace truck, so things are gonna start getting a little bit busy. And Carver gets on the throttle, and here we go. We're back racing. Getting a great jump. But Brenner gonna try and chase him down. Brenner got around Sheridan while we were watching the incidents shape up. Ryan Pace holding on to 4th right now. And yellow is out. Not sure who the yellow was for this time. Thought it was Andy Patton, doesn't look to be. So don't know what happened there this time, guys. So Joker's wild. Things are a little bit wild as the caution is flown once again. Brenner 2nd, Sheridan 3rd, Ryan Pace, Union Buster, Ryan Union Buster Pace splitting up another UWU pairing. You see 3 UWU drivers and then 2 Farlow Motorsports. We saw Ryan Pace and Bruce Jones, but then Tim Smith and Ray Farlow. So UWU and Farlow Motorsports well represented here in the front of this field. But despite the powerhouse and the numbers of these two teams, Tyler Carver doesn't appear to be worried about that at all. This has been all Carver's race. He is doing a superb job at leading this thing, especially under yellow. But here we go once again. Pace truck pulling off. Tyler Carver getting a good jump. And here, Ryan Pace making a move to the inside on Michael Sheridan's slide job. Can he hold it? Sheridan down to the inside, going to counter with his own. Sheridan into the wall. Sheridan in trouble here. Everyone keeps it going. Ray Farlow, big loser in that little toss-up. Farlow dropped all the way back to 12th now. Now he's got to work his way back up through the field. Meanwhile, up front, Chris Brenner getting around Tyler Carver. Carver losing some ground. And we got caution here. It's Braden Shepard breakdancing on the straight on the corner. Braden Shepard a little too much inside wall, gets into Jeremy Rollins and decides to blink out. So perfect. All right, quick repair for him, get back out on the track. But Chris Brenner with a power move, able to get around the outside of Tyler Carver. Brenner making that outside work. Looks like that inside line's starting to go away a little bit now. So your top three, Chris Brenner, Tyler Carver, and then the 44, Ryan Union Buster Pace. Lights are out on the pace truck. We're going to have a new leader for this restart. So shake this up a little bit, why don't we? Chris Brenner is going to start the race this time. Tyler Carver in second. We'll go on board and watch how it's done. Tyler Carver taking us around for a lap here on this restart at Eldora with the Joker's Wild American iRacing League. Ryan Pace slide job. Oh, makes it stick. Carver had to check up for it. There you go. Great shot of a slide job being done perfectly. And Tyler Carver checking up for it. Both drivers able to keep going. That's how it's done, folks. Ryan Pace did a slide job, made Tyler Carver check up. Tyler accepted his fate and checked up. Jeremy Rollins is pulled to the inside and stopped. So Rollins already in trouble here. Not sure what was going on with his car. But that brought out our previous or current caution. Yeah, I use big words sometimes. So Chris Brenner holding on to this lead now. Ryan Pace sitting in second with a great slide job that we saw. And you saw just how close that can get, but you know, Tyler Carver did a great job. Saw Ryan coming up through from the bottom, and you know, that was a good move by Tyler's part. Tyler could have decided to run through them and take both of them out, but he did the smart thing, checked up. Both cars still out there racing. All right, lights are out on the pace car. We got 9 laps to go. Field getting ready. Now here we go. Green flag in the air. Brenner and Pace take off. Neither one able to get away from the other. But these guys better figure out what they want to do, because here in about 8 laps, they're going to have Tim Smith all over their backside. He has charged through this field, broke into the top 5. Now he's sitting in 4th with a good restart, running that high side, looking to pass Tyler Carver here. Going down, another slide job. Tyler Carver not lifting that time. Able to save it. Now he's gonna have to gather it in a hurry, because here comes Smith once again. Smith down to the bottom. Losing a little bit of ground. Now he's jumping back up high. Meanwhile, oh, caution is out. Not really sure who this caution is for. Very possibly Andy Patton. And I think we are already... So, no, I didn't see what happened. Missed another wreck. Sorry about that, guys. But I do believe it was Andy Patton. He's the only one sitting here in pit lane. Everyone else was in an earlier incident. He might have been as well. It's hard to keep track, but we got 3 laps to go now. Gonna have a 2-lap shootout, or 2 laps to go, with the lights out on the pace truck. So this is going to be a little A little bit of a frantic final lap. Derek Layton bumping into his teammate Mitch Beaver in the back there. All right, pace truck pulling off. Here we go. Brenner with a great start. That's what he needed. Starting this one-lap shootout. Ryan Pace has got to hustle the car. Smith into the wall there. Checkered flag in the air. Your winner, Chris Brenner, getting it done. Ryan Pace second. Tyler Carver third. Tim Smith fourth. There's your top 10. Man, these guys, woo-wee, they put on a heck of a finish. Getting it done out here. Great job by Tim Smith coming through the field. Ended up fourth. Michael Sheridan fifth. That's going to round out your top 5. Sixth, Brad Speidel. Seventh, Ray Farlow. Eighth, Bruce Jones. Ninth, Sam Lokeson. And 10th, James Roseberry. There's your top 10. We're watching Chris Brenner burn them down. All right, we have all 3 drivers up here in the broadcast booth with me as we watched Chris Brenner melt it down. Mr. Brenner, you got your ears on?
I do care.
Well, congratulations on your race win. A heck of a celebration as you burned it to the ground there, it looked like. A lot of smoke, a lot of effort. Give us a little bit of a rundown of your race and tell us about your pass for the lead about halfway through this race.
Yeah, I had to wait for a little bit of spacing there in the beginning of the race to make a move on Sheridan. Lucky enough for me, I threw a slider as a caution came out, and it gave me the spot. So I knew I was free to work on Tyler up front there. Got a good run out of 1 and 2, and put a move on him and slider on 3 and 4, and it was clean sailing from there.
Now, it looked like the high side was the place to be, but a lot of times some drivers were still trying it out. What, in your opinion, was the best line out there?
Yeah, a lot of guys were still sticking to the just outside the slick, kind of like a middle line. But you got a really good run coming out of the exits if you ran a high line through both ends of the track. So that got me close enough to put that slider on Tyler and pulled away a little bit there.
Well, congratulations once again, winning the Jokers Wild here with the American iRacing League. It's got to feel good to pull off a win here in what could end up being a big-time event. You win the inaugural one.
Heck yeah, man. I'm pretty excited about it. It's a good race. I know some of my teammates had a little bit of trouble tonight, but overall, great finish for the team.
Well, is there any sponsors, people you'd like to thank for this inaugural race win?
Yeah, teammates, UW Motorsports, KR, MaxSpeedTV up in the booth there. Awesome job. Colby's Eye Paints, new sponsor, signed on. Everybody needs paint jobs, does great work, very affordable, and we rocked them tonight. They look great.
All right, well, congratulations, and thank you for taking the time to talk with us. Go celebrate your victory, man.
Thanks again, KR.
You're welcome. All right, moving on. Second place, Ryan Pace. Mr. Pace, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations on second place. Looked like you had what would be a final shot at trying to get around Brenner, but then the caution came out, and you had a one-lap shootout there at the end. So it looked like you might have had something for him. What do you think?
Yeah, we just, unfortunately, we didn't have more green flag laps to race, but, it seemed like I could keep with them once we got going, and I think the only way it could have gone was on the start, but he just kept getting really good starts, and I couldn't get in close enough to try that slider, so, I don't know.
Well, I like to call you Ryan Union Buster Pace. You seem to be right in the middle of a lot of UWU Motorsports drivers, and it doesn't faze you one bit. You don't let that powerhouse of a team with a lot of numbers backing them slow you down any. So congratulations on your second place finish, and man, I'd like to see that play out to the end.
Yeah, anytime you can get that close to running with Chris, that's an accomplishment. And one of these days, hopefully I'll beat him again.
Yeah, so second place, tell us a little bit about what you were seeing out there and what you were feeling and how you were managing this race.
Yeah, I mean, the plan all along was to go up to the top, kind of where the car's set up for. Was able to get some good restarts and kind of pull a slider there in turn 3 and 4 and picked up a few positions that way. And was kind of hoping that really the track would keep slicking off a little bit more because I had the car pretty tight, kind of set up for a real slick track, but we just didn't get enough green flag laps to really play out that way. But yeah, no, I felt pretty good about the whole thing.
Well, congratulations on it. Any sponsors, people you'd like to thank?
I'll just shout out to ARL for putting this on and UKR for doing the broadcast, and shout out to Farlow Motorsports.
All right, well, thank you very much, and once again, congratulations on second place.
Thank you.
All right, now moving on. Third place, Tyler Carver. Mr. Carver, are you there?
Yes, sir. What's going on?
How you doing, Tyler Carver? Man, I'll tell you what, you have been an exciting driver to watch here in the American iRacing League. It seems like you are always in the front, always a fast driver, and once again, here you are, third place. Tell us a little bit about your race.
Yeah, I thought I had it, but Eldora is my weaker track, so my set wasn't quite as good as I thought, but some fast drivers up top, and it's hard to compete with that.
It sure is, but you definitely can do it. You missed a couple weeks. You were the points leader, missed a few weeks, but here you are, solid place, and starting your charge back to that points lead once again. So be watching for that. And man, it's just an exciting race watching you tonight. I kind of don't know what to ask you because I think you laid it all out there tonight.
Yeah, I gave it my all. I mean, I really thought I had it, but my set wasn't there. Overshot the fuel, and just more practice.
More practice. I'll tell you what, nothing beats seat time. I wish I got some more seat time. That's why they put me in the booth. I crashed too much. So,
Yeah.
All right. Well, Mr. Carver, any sponsors, people you would like to thank?
Yeah, my teammates, Team Loud Pedal, helping me out a lot.
All right. Well, there you go. Team Loud Pedal it is. So, once again, thank you very much for joining us tonight, and congratulations on your third place finish.
Yep. Thanks, KR.
All right, guys, you heard it. The top 3 drivers all interviewed. And you know what? Let's just go ahead. And, well, as soon as I find my button, there we go. Found it. Your race winner, Chris Brenner. Second place, Ryan Pace. Third place, Tyler Carver. Fourth was Tim Smith, coming through the field, doing a great job, bringing it home fourth. Fifth place was Michael Sheridan. Sixth was Brad Speidel. Seventh was Ray Farlow. Eighth, Bruce Jones. Ninth, Sam Lokeson. 10th was James Roseberry. 11th, Robert Satterfield. 12th, Noah Dinslow. 13th, Derek Layton. 14th, Mitch Beaver. Those 2 drivers, Team AA, as I like to call them, Admins Anonymous. 15th was Braden Shepard. 16th was Jeremy Rollins. And then 17th of Lyle Johnson and Andy Patton, the final drivers out here in tonight's event. Randy Post, Lepresto, and the rest of these bunch did not get to turn any laps or make the race tonight. So that's going to do it for us here at MaxSpeedTV. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope everyone had a good time. And until next time, I will catch you all later.